Okay, cool.
All right. So how do we need to see all good?
Yeah, this is totally fine.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Emma. I'm from Lehua Automotive over in Hawaii, one of Revivify's premier applicators, and I'm going to be doing some interviews today with some of our other applicators of the Revivify America team. So we have Corey here, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions about Revivify, and yeah.
Well, here we go.
We're going to cut this all together, so no pressure.
All right.
But go ahead and introduce yourself. So name, shop name, and then where you're from in the country.
All right, so I'm Corey Yuso from Lubbock, Texas. Shop name, 3C Elite Detailing. Been with Revivify about 6 months, believe it or not. So
Okay.
right out the gate, fresh out, but absolutely loving it. The coating is next level. I mean,
Super awesome. How did you learn about Revivify?
it was one of those just chance things, honestly. You know, it was like the stars aligned.
Yeah.
It was just one of those crazy things I was going through. I'd seen an ad running. I got on there and was looking at the product and went through, signed up, got in with Mel and talked to Mel, and then it was game over at that point.
Awesome. So was that on like Instagram, Google?
I believe it was on an Instagram one when I ran across it.
Okay,
initially.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And sorry, so 3C
Elite Yeah.
Oh
easy to
my
say.
gosh. 3C Elite Detailing. Okay, cool. So you started off just like what was your story? How did you get started?
Really, it's kind of a crazy story. Really had a little background, you know. It was one of those where I wasn't just heavily in, you know, I've always been into cars, and, you know, and modifying and, you know, everything, you know, on the side and doing that.
What's your favorite car? Or do you have a dream car?
Oh, there's so many.
If you had no money cap, what would you get?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I could pick one, honestly. I mean, there's just to pick one. I don't know that I could do it.
Okay,
Honestly, it was just like, I just have, I mean,
Okay,
because
name
it's
three.
from,
Can you pick three?
oh, so definitely I'd have to get me a McLaren. Love the McLarens.
Okay.
Then, you know, there's
I feel like that's a hot take. You might have a hot take on your end.
Oh, I'm telling you, there's so many, but it's like, but then you go into, there's so many. I'm a huge lover of classic cars.
Okay.
You know, so that just opens it up to where, you know, if you could get a certain vehicle in there that, you know, that, you know, so yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a really hard question to
Okay, yeah, no, I definitely gave a loaded question. Okay, in your detailing career, so how long have you been a detailer for, actually?
So my shop has been open for about a year.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you are fresh.
Yes.
Fresh meat.
Fresh
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Have you used any other like ceramic coatings or paint protections before?
We've done other coatings before, and didn't really have a lot of luck with them. You know, had failures, and now to come to find out, you know, with the training that they provided on how to, apply those.
Yep.
It was the wrong training, so
Right.
it made those coatings fail.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you know, long story short, so yeah, I've dealt with other coatings, and now with Revivify, you know, and especially being able to compare those, and I know the differences between them. I've got clients that have vehicles with both of them on there now, and when they come to me with the stories, and they're like, "There's no comparison. Revivify is just next level."
That's what I found too in my journey, is that it's literally next level, like a step up from a normal ceramic coating. And I mean, right, because it's not a ceramic coating, it's that like perfect in between.
It's that, it's that combining. You've actually taken where you gain all the benefits of the ceramic, and more so you get more gloss, you know, everything. So you're gaining that side of the ceramic. And then you go through to the PPF side where you're gaining that protection, and it's like, then it becomes a no-brainer, and then that's what just makes this product so elite then.
Absolutely. So being a part of the Revivify America team and also the product, like what are your favorite things on both sides about the product and then about being a part of the team?
Product. I can't say enough about the product. I'm really passionate about the product.
Yes,
so,
I love that.
you know, self-healing is huge. I mean, that's hands down. I mean, that just really sets everything apart. But even, you go into and you talk about the maintenance on these vehicles, which a lot of people don't talk about, that maintenance side of it. Maintaining these vehicles becomes so much easier.
So easy.
They're so easy to wash. They're so easy to take care of. You're preventing a lot of that damage to begin with. So, when I get those cars coming in for their maintenance washes, I've got a lot of clients that bring them in for that maintenance wash. I love seeing those cars come in.
Oh,
because it is just like, wash.
It's funny because we do that. I have that same type of business model where we do maintenance washes as well. And in Hawaii, there's a lot of sand and a lot of like mud kick up. Guys love to go off-roading.
Right.
They come in, they're like, "Oh, sorry, Emma, like my car is so dirty." I'm like,
you're like,
I got it.
Yeah, you're like, I got this. This is an easy one. Yeah, I wish all my cars that came in for details were all coated, because it's just night and day difference.
Yeah, nice.
And I love being able to show. So like, I've got kind of a room where I can actually show my clients when I'm washing.
Nice. Okay.
So then they can see.
Oh my gosh, like the car wash experience,
so then,
but like
that,
the way that you should do
so
it.
now they can see that and see the way that coating's reacting to the wash and the way their vehicle's clean.
That's super awesome.
And then when you're going through there and you're actually drying those cars, and that is amazing. Because I use a heated air dryer, and just blow those cars off, and they're like, "What is that?" So it's
so
just
awesome.
It gives them that experience too, and then they can see that firsthand.
Absolutely.
And then they really put it all together, and they realize.
So if you're looking for a great detailer and you're in the
Lubbock, Texas.
In the Lubbock, Texas area, Corey.
This is it. Come to me. I'll get you guys hooked up for sure.
And then, so what's your favorite part of being part of the team?
The support. And hands down, like, honestly, and this is like no joke, I mean, it seems more like family than it is like,
That's so great. I feel the same way, though.
I mean, because you kind of expect to feel like an outside, you don't expect to be welcomed in and just taken in and have the support.
Other companies too. Like, I've worked with a bunch of other coding companies, and it's not that they don't have the support. It's just with Revivify, you're so close to kind of everybody and the whole installer group, and we're putting out a lot of programs that are going to make us even closer. So I mean,
and that was when, like, honestly. So I'll tell you a quick story. So when I knew it was something completely different. So, I'd gone through the training, I'd gotten my product in, was ready to do my first vehicle, and Mel Craig calls. It was like, this is the man.
Yeah.
This is the man. I'm here in Lubbock. Who knows me?
Right.
So this man calls me, and then not only that. So then he's like, "Hey, go ahead, call me back on FaceTime. We're gonna do this first panel together. I want you to be completely comfortable with the process and what you're doing." And we went through that first panel. He's like, "Okay, good." He said, "Go ahead and prep your other panel. Call me back." And we sat through there. We went through another panel on there, and then we just talked afterwards. And it was like, he's
super awesome.
I mean, how rare is that to get that experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that's when I knew. I was like, this is something different. Not only is the product light years ahead of everything else, now you have this kind of support behind you, and this, it is unheard of. I mean, and that's what, like, that day then it was like, boom, I'm all in. I'm like everything. So I'm all about, the product and making the company grow through there. And
well, that's super awesome, and it's so good to hear from other installers like myself that we all have a similar, like, great experience, and to be a part of something that kind of is a lot bigger than us, to help grow the brand in such a way, it's an amazing experience. So
and even like the networking between the installers, and going through there. I mean, like I said, it's there's so many of them, but it still seems like such a tight-knit
family. No, absolutely. Yeah. I totally feel you. Well, thank you so much, Corey. And we'll have a lot of other interviews with some other installers, so stay tuned. Thanks,
guys. Come see me in Texas.
Thanks, Corey. That was so great.
Good.